this meeting to order. We'll start with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, then we'll start with the approval of the minutes of the regular board meeting of September 26th. Everyone's had a chance to take a look at it. Any corrections? All right, seeing none, then I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded to approve the minutes of the board meeting September 26th. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Then we'll move on to our general fund vouchers, 73,900 through 73,961. Voided 73,937. Wire transfers 161,70095 through 161,70118. And activity fund vouchers 2517 through 2530. I'll entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
I'll second it. Been properly moved and seconded to approve the general fund vouchers as read. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. We'll move on to our public comments and agenda items. I didn't see anybody signed up, but if you guys want to share something.
Story, anecdote, something to liven up the...
All right, then we'll move on to our new business, a review of the third Friday count.
Okay. So we had our first, not we, I guess I should say I had my first third Friday count experience this year, and everything went well with the help of many on our staff right now. We currently had grades 1 through 12, a total of 657, which puts us plus 45 kids from last year.
Wow.
So we're up quite a bit this year. So it was good to see that. It was a good process to learn.
Josh, why
So
are we up so much this year?
Rumor has it as a new superintendent is the word.
Let's keep that rumor going.
No, I don't know. We were we ended up being down in open enrollment 2 or 3 when I thought we'd be up a little bit. But the number wise, we just had an influx. And even this summer, we had a couple kids just kind of filtering in. So
Right across the board? Just
yeah, not one reason or one grade, kind of sprinkled throughout 1 through 12. So
maybe our community's growing a little bit.
yeah, so good news for the third Friday count.
Set the bar pretty high, and you're gonna have to every year.
Yeah, I know.
Chrome wheels on the
Yeah.
buses now.
Yeah,
Well, that's very good news.
yeah.
All right, then we'll move on to our approval of the winter coaching roster.
Okay, so winter coaching roster I just put in there for approval. Last time I had said we were still waiting on one of the basketball positions. That individual is staying. So the new print off is the most current. Right now the only thing that's hanging out there is the to be determined the assistant wrestling coach position that we are aware of, and we've posted already and working on filling that one.
I think we should talk about this in closed session before we approve it.
Okay, let's table it until closed session then. All right, let's move on then to item C, the approval of staff resignation.
So the one staff resignation that we have is the wrestling coach position, Braden Winke, due to his employment. He will no longer be coaching for Clear Lake anyway.
All right, then I'll read his letter here. It's Dear Dale, please accept this letter as my resignation from my position as varsity assistant wrestling coach. As we discussed, due to the change in my employment, I'm not able to flex my time and to be able to commit to the wrestlers at a level that is beneficial to them and the program as a whole. I cannot thank you and the board enough for the opportunity you provided me and trusted me with the opportunity to play a role in the lives of the Clear Lake wrestlers. I do not intend to inconvenience you and hope you can accept my apology for this late notice. Thank you so much for your understanding in this matter. Sincerely, Braden Winke. So, with a thank you, I will entertain a motion to accept.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded to accept the approval of Braden Winke's resignation. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed? Motion passes. Then we'll move on to new business D, approval of the MLA leave.
So we have two individuals, both at the elementary building, Casey Paulson and Mindy Shoup, who are going to be going on maternity leave, due right around the same time. So Mr. Peterson is aware of it and working on getting individuals to fill those positions while they're gone.
Casey's a third grade teacher, and Mindy's a Title I
Title
teacher.
I, yeah. Thanks.
Interventionist.
Okay, would you guys like me to read those letters, or should we just move on?
You sent those to us, didn't you?
Yep.
We're good. Good.
Good? Okay.
Good.
Then I will entertain a motion to approve both of the leaves.
I move to approve.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded that we approve the FMLA leaves for Casey Paulson and Mindy Shoup. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Then we'll move on to our superintendent notes. Superintendent Joshua R. Ernst.
All right. The last 2 weeks have been pretty wild. It's been homecoming week, so a lot's been going on in both buildings, which has been fun to see the not only the excitement in the junior senior high building, but also just how much school spirit there is at the elementary level, and how much the elementary kids have already bought into coming up to this level. It's fun to see. You got to see the pep rally over at the elementary building, and if you see the pictures on Facebook, I think it's 90% blue, which was really neat to see. And most of it is Clear Lake apparel and kids painting faces and stuff that you typically, I think, in most districts see at the high school level. But was fun to see, little glitter and stuff in the hair of some of the girls, and the face paint. So very neat to see. And I got to experience, well, I'll back up a little bit, the football win against Shell Lake on last week, Friday. The volleyball team's been playing really well last two games. Unfortunately, they lost to some really tough teams, which this conference is very impressive volleyball in this neck of the woods. The homecoming, really everything went extremely smoothly. Big thank you to Mr. Gillis, Mr. Crawford, Mrs. Funk, Mrs. Tronstead, the entire staff, the custodial crew. I mean, there's a lot that goes into a lot of these events, so a lot of effort on the back end of things that you don't really see. Then the volleyball lost a close one to Clayton, but even that, and I got to take my kids to that, and just the excitement and just the environment. It was just electric in the gym, even though we ended up losing. It was fun to watch that. Fun to watch that game. Just a lot of kid involvement as well. I didn't know this, but all the high school kids have a different theme apparently for each home game, and I think that one happened to be camo, maybe.
It was.
So really fun to just see the school spirit. Then we had got to experience my first parade, homecoming parade. So that was fun to see all of the kids either in the parade or watching the parade, both at the elementary level and high school level. The pep rally here went really well. We also had the outdoor games and the bonfire, which if you've never seen that is something to definitely at least drive by just to see that bonfire. Was extremely impressive. And a huge thank you to our student body. Our high school students, I don't know how many weren't there, but I bet you I could count maybe on one hand. I mean, I think we had our entire 9th through 12th student body out there, and it was extremely appropriate, handled themselves very well, not only with the outdoor games, cheering each other on, but then at the bonfire as well. And a thank you to our local fire department for coming out and helping out with the bonfire. And then lastly, our first parent-teacher conference is going on right now as we speak in the gym. So a lot going on, but it was a really fun last 2 weeks to be a part of.
Good. Okay. Thank you, Josh, and we'll move on to our future agenda items. Does anybody have anything that they'd like to put on some future agenda?
Just clarify, Thursday is 5 to 8, is that correct?
5 to 7, potentially 5 to 8 is
Okay.
kind of what he had
All right.
said. I will have some stuff on the agenda as far as the The equalized values, typically they go out October 1st, but DPI site right now is saying October 16th. And then hopefully if that's on, then I'll be able to put some of these other items on as well. Excuse me, approval of tax levy and rate, and then approval of the updated budget, hopefully.
Good deal. Okay. Well, then we'll move on to our contemplated closed session. Thank you guys for coming in and joining us. In accordance to WSS 19.85, paragraph 1, C, considering employment compensation or performance data of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility, and WSS 19.85, paragraph 1, employment compensation performance of an employee. So I'll poll the board. Nettie?
Yep.
Myself, yes. Pete?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
All right.
Nick,
I
you can grab that.
declare that we are in open session.
Someone's open.
So now I'll entertain a motion to approve our coaching staff roster for 2016-17 winter.
So moved.
Second?
It's been properly moved and seconded to approve our coaching staff winter roster 2016-17 as listed. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed?
No.
Motion passes. And then we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed? Motion passes. We are adjourned.